Watch where you're pointing that.
We're closed.
You don't look the sort who can afford to turn down legitimate work.
What do you want?
How about we start with a light?
Well, you got a name, miss?
Elizabeth. You can call me Elizabeth.
What can I do for you?
There's a girl who needs to be found. Maybe you've seen her.
This girl. This girl's dead.
You know her.
You'll see dozens of her tied down by the docks or the slums in Apollo Square. Orphans. With Fontaine's charity shut. No place for them.
But her you know.
As I said, girl's dead.
Lost.
Look, I don't know where you get...
Lost isn't dead. Name your rate, I will pay you for this work. But you do this one gratis, wouldn't you?
I don't follow.
Something tells me you will. Seems my instincts were correct.
Where's Sally?
I don't know, but I know someone who does. Follow me.
What's this girl to you?
What I need from her is my business. But I know where to start looking. Something tells me a man with your particular talents could be useful.
Good afternoon. Yes? What do you want? An autograph? Ryan, he's a bigger fish in an awful smaller pond, you ask me.
Anything you say, pal.
If I was running things, I'd say, why just one city? Why not two, hey? Why not three?
Thanks, the weight of my heart is...
Just a matter of time before Ryan's crews round up anybody talks bad about him. I mean, just look what happened to Frank Fontaine.
What happened to these children? What are they?
Where have you been? Cabin in Arcadia? Little sisters. Atom factories.
It's grotesque.
Hey, keep moving, buddy.
Is that why we came to Rapture? I could compromise in Red Hook.
We're just men and women, Alan. You hold yourself.
Come on. We haven't got all day.
What do they even look like under those suits?
What you mean? They're just some kind of machine?
You should have to prove you're properly versed on the topic before you're allowed
Funny.
What?
You not knowing about the little sisters. How long have you been in Rapture?
Let's just say I don't get out much.
You've got eyes and ears, don't you?
If I wanted to share my life story, Mr. DeWitt, I would write my memoirs. If I learned anything about Rapture, that it was a place where people understood to mind their own business.
DeWitt. The Hostic sees you, he'll toss you out on your ass again. Got some nerve showing your face around here, pal.
Hello, Bean.
Where are we headed?
The man we need to see is in the Garden of the Muses.
How do you know?
My sources are my own, Mr. DeWitt. If you have better information as to the whereabouts of your girl, I suggest you avail yourself of it.
Where are you taking me?
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken, down at Surprise. You were playing the tables and...
She disappeared.
And?
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
You see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body? This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made and men who make it. I'm taking you to one of them. Mr. DeWitt, you all right?
I'm fine. Just get these spells sometimes. It'll pass.
Refreshments, eh? Adam?
We're fine, thanks.
Decent. Papa this and Papa that. They can't take a crap without
Someone listen to your worries? Buy a puppy. Me?
He gets that from his father. No one from my side of the family was ever so bad at music.
Guess I shouldn't have drank so much when I was pregnant. Clearly. I'm not changing it now.
Mr. DeWitt, we'll find my source inside of that club.
Cohen. What does that lunatic have to do with Sally?
Which business do you represent, sir?
Business?
Yes, which business?
DeWitt Investigations.
Mr. Cohen does not truck with private detectives. Masks of invitation went to artists and craftsmen alone.
I'm with the artist struggle. We're expected.
No mask, no entry.
Stuffed shirt.
These invitation masks he spoke of, they must have gone out to local artisans.
Well, I guess we'll have to persuade someone to loan us one.
The business of Rapture is business. Says it's sponsored by the artist struggle, the Golden Rule, and Rapture Records.
I guess those stores would be as good a place to start as any.
Private party. No entry without invitation.
Let's see about that. What brung you to Rapture?
A man.
Really? You don't strike me as the romantic type.
Wasn't that kind of man.
Then what?
There's a debt that needs repaying.
I've known my share of Shylocks. You're no Shylock.
Wasn't that kind of debt.
They're all gone.
Invitations to Cohen shows are highly coveted. Nobody's gonna just hand us one.
You think you can figure out a way to distract the store owner while I take a look around?
You just find the mask. Leave the distractions to me.
A fine day to you both.
Excuse me. The lady has some questions for you.
Yes, of course.
I'm interested in this piece.
Ah, excellent. You've an eye, haven't you, miss? It's a natural sapphire and diamond, 18-karat gold ring, fully hallmarked for Paris, 1887.
That's a lot of fine talk about a stolen ring.
I beg your pardon?
Right out of her coffin in Twilight Fields. Did you think
Cohen
we
sends
wouldn't
those
notice?
masks out in some kind of box.
The assurances of a grave robber are of no...
Damn. Must be
You
somewhere
hand the
else.
ring back. The matter will remain between you and me.
I don't think so.
Hit the bricks, you tramp! Or I'll see to it they hit you.
Get your hands off me! Might be best if we were gone when he wakes up. Any luck?
Nothing. Let's find another shop.
Where should we look next? Upstairs at the Artist Struggle, or Rapture Records straight ahead?
It's temporary.
Fontaine got taken out by Ryan's goons for one reason, and one reason only. He built a better mousetrap.
you in the know? You've doubtlessly sampled products from Fontaine Futuristics. But do you know why Ryan Industries saved it? Frank Fontaine, business leader and benefactor of mankind? Or was he the best friend the parasite ever had? Were you aware his businesses were a front for a smuggling ring? And were you also fooled by his supposed charity work? At his free clinic, patients became test subjects, and his orphanages were places that children disappeared into and never came out. Once they learned the truth, Rapture's Central Council called for the arrest of Fontaine Futuristics' owner. But, a coward to the end, Fontaine found a hail of bullets preferable to facing justice. The council asked that Ryan Industries assume the burden of stewardship of Fontaine's ill-gotten assets. And Andrew Ryan accepted that burden for the people of Rapture. Now all citizens can enjoy these products, free of criminal taint. Now you know.
Starts your engine, arranges a tour of Worley's Minor.
Dr. Steinman told me he uses
See that dish I walked in with? Will you give her the Star treatment, pal? It'll make it worth your while.
Of course, right away.
What is this piece?
It's by Trinae, but of course, covered by Mr. Reinhardt.
Oh, it's lovely. Isn't it lovely?
Oh. Gotta find that box. Nothing. Well, only one place left.
Especially something it's almost primal, isn't it? Part of us that exists before thought, before logic, purely sensual.
The finest music, which is us.
That we never knew existed. Can you turn it up? Oh, it's so intoxicating. Also powerful and masculine. Oh, yes, one feels the urge to surrender.
I must go. Even one more note shall prove my undoing. Nothing?
No. Got one place left, though.
And if that proves to be fruitless?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Buongiorno, signore.
Visit the Defense Pavilion in Fort Frolic and start building your castle today.
Suchang observe strangest of coincidences. On other side of a window, Man in strange hat experimenting on Suchong's own creation. On plasmid. Man name of Fink. Outrage! Theft of intellectual property! But man name of Fink is no fool. Through addition of oxidizing agent, turns plasmid ingestible through stomach lining. Mr. Ryan very impressed with Suchong's initiative. Theft of intellectual property. Two-way street.
Hey, pal. You want to help out the little lady?
Yes, of course. Interesting, isn't it? Original Sander Cohen. He calls it miasma.
I'm sorry, but I know precious little
How's he
about
hiding
her.
that box?
There you are, you little son of a bitch. Condemned to breathe the swampy air of the parasite.
You see all that in that little picture?
Yes, in fact. Now, did your companion go?
Oh, what's this? You've given me so much to think about. I feel a trifle swoony. Would you mind if I return tomorrow for further education?
I shall be here at your service. Until tomorrow.
And it still looks the same as when you gave it, dear. The only thing different, the only thing new. I've got these little things. Any major procedure, potentially criminal illnesses won't wait until payday.
Good. I've located the mask.
Third time to charm.
All right. It's best we head back to Cohen's.
Fine piece of work back with those shopkeepers. You got a bit of the grifter.
For that, you can thank my father.
Oh, yeah?
He was a man comfortable in a variety of roles.
So, what kind of field you in?
Field?
Yeah, occupation. Can't imagine what kind of employment would lead you to tag along in a job like this.
I suppose you could say I work in debt collection.
Ah, very well. Mr. Cohen awaits your participation at his performance.
So who is this fellow Cohen? Some sort of underworld figure?
Worse. He's an artist.
An artist who kidnaps children.
Cohen's muse is a bit more diverse. I've seen this type. Gets an idea in his head, end of conversation. Don't matter who gets hurt.
Dance, move! spirit of the Eternal! No. Why do you fail in this fashion? To embarrass me in front of my muse? My muse shall not be mocked. Fitzpatrick! Please! The stick! For God's sake! My muse shall not be mocked! Get them out of here! There shall be no failure on my canvas. Oh, there's no room in rapture anymore for the artist. Who are you?
Name's DeWitt.
Is that right? This one's a real biscuit. Isn't he a biscuit, lady?
I need to ask you a few questions.
Questions, yes. Yes. It is the work of man to ask. It is the work of the artist to answer.
You've seen this girl, haven't you?
We artists see more than most. You're more than you claim to be, little songbird. Are you not? Watch this one, DeWitt. She'll take you where you don't want to go. But I know the child in that photo is important to you. So many children flit, flit, flit away. I know where the girl is. And I will send you to her. In exchange, all I ask is a dance.
What?
I see something in you two. Art strips away artifice. Show me who you are, and I will show you where you need to
Listen,
go.
Cole, son of a bitch.
Mr. DeWitt.
What?
Dance with me.
Come, dance!
I shudder to think what greater price he might care to extract.
Fitzpatrick! Beauty and pain. They can be no more separated than birth and blood.
What do you think Cohen's customers do with the children? Do they?
Sometimes. But those types lack the capital of people like Ryan and Suchong.
That's a blessing.
You saw those little sisters? You so sure? But if Suchong had Sally, I'd know it.
How?
As I tied him to a chair and asked him.
So?
For 15 hours.
I don't know what to make of you, Mr. DeWitt.
No!
Listen, we're not gonna keep...
Fitzpatrick! I see suffering in you. I know how to shine a light on your pain. A moth will become a butterfly.
Mr. DeWitt! Mr. DeWitt! Are you all right?
I'm fine.
You were dreaming. You kept saying your daughter's name, Sally.
She's not my daughter.
I thought...
Pain and beauty. To an artist, they are parent and child.
Cohen?
I'm sending you to find your young one. No need to thank me. I'm not so sure you'll like what you find.
Look.
Fontaine's. Ryan sent the whole thing to the bottom.
But it's a prison now. Why would Cohen have sent Sally there?
I don't know.
Everyone has needs. I merely provide a service for those who have the means to pay. You'll find your little bird in the housewares department.
How many people do you suppose Ryan's got locked up in that place?
Enough. Fontaine had amassed something near an army. Now they're down there, spliced up and wild. All right, there's a dock up ahead.
Takes a cold son of a bitch to do that to a living person.
What's that?
Burial at sea.
You read your residency contract with Ryan Industries? In perpetuity, we're all buried at sea. Don't get too comfortable. Keep your eyes open.
There seem to be some supplies this way, Mr. DeWitt.
It's Booker.
What?
Just call me Booker.
If it's all the same to you, let's leave it at Mr. DeWitt. Watch where you're pointing that. Look up there. Let's have another look around. Perhaps we'll be able to find something to get us up and over.
Could be him.
A skyhook.
Skyhook? You mean the air grabber? Kids use them to ride around up on the pneumo lines.
Air grabber. Huh. Constants and variables.
Constants and what?
Never mind.
grabber stuck.
Mr. DeWitt! Someone's coming!
Come back! I want the frosting!
You backed the wrong horse.
All right, I got the grabber unjammed.
Child-star. Just a star. Is it that target?
Where do you go?
Mr. DeWitt, look. Housewares. That's where Cohen said we'd find Sally. The store ran trams between the 3 buildings. We'll need to avail ourselves of that.
Assuming it still works.
Optimism, Mr. DeWitt. It helps in situations like this.
What's all this talk about cigarettes being bad for you?
If the government did it this way, we'd all be...
When did you come to Rapture?
Oh, it was, geez, I guess around 51? No, 48?
That's a rather large gap.
Time. Life I had before. Sort of becomes a blur. 49. 49 for sure. Damn.
You look a mess, Mr. DeWitt.
Just keep your eyes open for splicers. They can do us a whole lot worse.
Here, little birdies. Eat it up. Well, it's good for you, you know. I've never heard of birds that didn't like seeds. What's the matter with you? Do you think it's poison? Everyone calls me superstitious. There. It feels good one way.
I see what you've been up to! You've been using me this entire time! Let's talk money!
Mr. DeWitt, look.
Well, there's the trend.
That splicer had no problem freezing a path for himself before.
I'm sure he'll be happy to do the same for us.
I have no doubt you'll prove persuasive.
Welcome to the Circus of Value! No refunds, no returns!
Mr. DeWitt, another burst pipe.
The store sunk a few hundred feet beyond its specifications. More pressure, more burst pipes.
An ice rink.
Pretty good at places any to look for our new friend.
It says it's on the top floor.
So we go up. Damn thing's locked.
Let me see that. Oh, have matters progressed so little? I could turn this with a rake pick. Done.
Where'd you learn that?
Oh, it's something I picked up a long time ago.
frozen friend leaves a hell of a trail.
But I'm a mess. I'm a mess.
I didn't mean it, honey.
He's not fat, he's big.
Look up there.
Test your...
Dust yourself up! Here you go!
Signature, sweetheart.
I gave you...
Welcome to the... Come back when you get some money, buddy.
Need some help with this.
Ready.
Most ladies like men who are big and tall, but I don't mind if you're short and small. I never measured ounce for ounce.
It used to be such a thrill to hear Ryan speak. Parasite this, and the exaltation of man that. Sure, it could get a bit of a bore, but the old bear sure knew how to enunciate.
I always used to dream of Charles Boyer. I hope you drop in on me someday. Although you have no claim to fame, they tell me with the lights off, it's all the same.
No excuse.
I want a little amour toujours. Baby, it's gotta be tonight for sure. We'll be wed, you'll share my bread, and mine'll be thine. And thine'll be mine all of the time.
Why don't you
You
look
don't
at yourself?
have to parlez-vous to understand the story that
No!
I'm telling you.
Watch it!
There was a mamselle in gay Paris. She met a handsome stevedore. She thought, what in the world am I saving it for?
Anus.
I want a little amour with you. Baby, it's gotta be tonight for sure. Tonight, tonight, by candle shine, all that's yours is gonna be mine.
Come, Fred. That's how we evolve. Physically, mentally.
Physical! Let you and me talk!
Scientific breakthrough and wonder. You'll get used to seeing a few strange sights from time to time.
I suppose we are living in the future. I had a very handsome boyfriend once, so big and so strong, but such a dunce. He treated me fair, but he was a square. He knew when to get nowhere. I want a little amour toujours. Baby, it's gotta be tonight for sure. Tonight, tonight, by 9:30, you'll be putting in some overtime. dropping on me someday. Although you have no claim to fame, they tell me with the light up, it's all the same.
Feel better already.
I want a little love more juju. Baby, it's gotta be tonight for sure. We'll be wed, you'll share my bread, and mine'll be thine, and thine'll be mine all of the
It used to be such a thrill to hear Ryan speak. Parasite this, and the exaltation of man that. Sure, it could all get a bit of a bore, but the old bear sure knew how to enunciate.